Hi guys, have you been harassed by the police before? Come.
They
I have
have
quick
left
update
you
for you.
behind.
One of the challenges I faced as a young Nigerian is constant harassment from the police. Yes, even as a lawyer, I've faced it. So you're not the first person that will face it. Now, so let me share with you how I've prevented police harassment over the years and over the time. So the first thing I did to prevent police harassment is to always identify myself. So most of the time when a policeman pulls you over and he asks you identify yourself and you cannot identify yourself, believe me, you are in a big mess. Especially if you are a young Nigerian like me, you are in a deep mess. So what did I do? I needed to go and get an identity card. And I want you to listen to this very well. You see, as a lawyer, we don't use an identity card. But I needed to get this because I was constantly being pulled over by the police, telling me all the time to identify myself. So aside from just telling them that I'm a lawyer, how do they verify that? So I needed to go and get this identity card. So you don't have to be a lawyer to have an identity card, regardless of whatever you're doing. Get an identity card, whether you're a plumber, whether you're a bricklayer, whatever you're doing. You see, there is dignity in labor. You understand what I'm saying? So get an identity card, and that will really help you. It has worked for me, and I believe it's going to work for you too. Another thing I did is this. I try as much as possible to cultivate the habit of being calm when they ask me questions. A lot of us are not always calm when they ask us questions. We are always too rude when they ask us
Too
questions. See,
much.
guy, I beg, be calm. When they ask you simple questions, identify yourself, tell us what you do, be willing to provide them answers. There is dignity in labor. You see, if you become rude to them and they ask you questions, say, tell us what you do. Why they ask me that kind of question? Which kind of thing? See, this is the way they handle you. Or probably they handle you like this or like this. So when they ask you questions, I beg, be calm. Be willing to give them reasonable answers, at least. And finally, this has really worked for me. Ensure that when you're going out, your vehicle papers, vehicle documents are complete. When they pull you over and ask you, show us your vehicle documents or your vehicle papers, be willing to show it to them. So, and this most of the time, this is always their reaction. Where's your roadworthiness?
70 years old man.
Where is your insurance?
Supposed to hear of this.
And when everything is complete and they can't find anything, they will now tell you. But they will tell you anything for the boys. See, don't tell them nothing for the boys until you collect back your vehicle papers. Collect back your vehicle papers and ensure that you will now wind up and tell them nothing for the boys. No talks, I never talk my own. Oh. I don't talk my own. Oh. And if all of these things does not work for you, then you might need to call a lawyer.